back, baby.
We're back. Well, we're not really back.
Yeah, this is more.
It's
the
the
end.
end.
Sorry, we're back to say it's the end.
Yeah,
It's not the end.
The end of one season.
Yeah.
Or
End of
season
season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my dear.
It's mid-January and
It's cold.
it's cold in Canada.
Very cold.
I'm missing F1. Are we missing F1?
Yeah.
Not really.
It's a good break for all of us.
I want to
Are
appreciate
you
it.
guys
When
even fans?
I
We
want
are,
to appreciate it when it's back.
Yeah.
I'm actually thoroughly enjoying the break.
Why? Because you're sim racing all the time.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So you're getting your little fix.
Yeah. Look, I think we can all agree last year there was too many races.
Too many.
That's why.
Like even like to follow it, it's like, hey, is it a sprint weekend? Is it not a sprint weekend? What's going on this weekend? It's like you get excited to the certain races like Spa, we always love it, and then like the Montreal track because it's close to home. Silverstone is a good one.
Yeah.
But then it just gets there's
Well,
too
the
many.
last 4 weeks too were drag, and then I think the last 4 weeks there was like 2 or 3 sprint races, like you were saying.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Oh no, and there was
Crazy.
like like 2 back to backs or
Brazil,
there
Qatar.
was
Triple
two,
head-
two sets of
triple
triples.
header. Yeah, that
triple
was-
headers.
that was insane.
Yeah, and I think it's about the same in this following season too.
Yeah.
They stuck
Yeah.
with the same plan of triple.
But there
headers.
was an extended break in the middle
Yeah.
that we know.
almost a month off.
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Was it October?
Yeah.
Not in the middle,
I
yeah,
think
like-
we're-
Right before Austin.
It was the second summer break.
Yeah.
basically, is what we were calling
It's basically nice to have a break.
Yeah. At the end of it.
Okay, well,
I'm actually surprised you say that.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like this is your main jam. Like this is your main
No, I know, but
sport.
you have no identity outside of this.
This is your whole personality.
And I'm just gonna leave. No, but you appreciate something more when you don't have it every day. So it's
Should
like
as your wife, should I leave?
100% peace and quiet.
You talk about me, love.
Oh,
Come on now.
Sure, you're the real partner in
Okay,
this.
you missed it because
No, I'm actually surprised at your response rather than like me missing it. I mean, I've enjoyed the break and I've enjoyed just seeing bits of content here and there on Twitter or whatever X and just preseason shenanigans, but like I haven't missed it, like So I agree with you. I'm just surprised by
So
you.
I'm the only one now that's missed it.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I'm looking
It's-
forward
exactly.
to it. I'm
Cause
looking
you know why I miss F1? Because I'm like all these other sports, man. Like NFL playoffs are happening right now. NHL's happening. Cricket, no one watches that, but cricket is happening. It doesn't give me the same level of thrill because I'm not emotionally attached to any of those sports anymore.
Yep.
I feel like I'm only emotionally attached to one sport. So anytime I watch a sport now, I don't get that same connection, and I desire that. Like I want Lewis to be in a title fight with Charles come like race 4.
I think we're all looking forward to that.
I mean, race 1, they're
Forget race one. Preseason tested. They're like,
Preseason tested.
I got to do better. I got to
Do you
do better.
see as well? There's like fans camping out at the
yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
I seen a clip today. Like there was a guy making like what looked like hot dogs at the side of the track, and everyone was camping out waiting for Lewis to take
It's
the
a
track.
state of emergency in that city right now.
Really?
Is it
Yeah.
In Maranello?
Hotels are booked out
Oh my
because he's
God.
doing, I think, 2-day testing or something, and
Yeah.
everyone's
Like
waiting.
the
What?
hype.
No joke.
Yeah.
It's like a state of
I mean,
emergency.
what a
You can feel sad then poor Carlos Sainz going on his
He's
Instagram.
like,
Like, hey man, there's no
I
queue
didn't get
outside for
this
me.
low.
In Grove, England.
Where are my fans at?
Oh, Charles Leclerc. I would be more insulted.
Right? He's not getting no love right now.
So Charles Leclerc's going to be number 1 driver. Lewis is going to be number 2 driver.
No,
Yeah,
no,
of course.
No.
You, okay, is Ferrari's invested in
I
Charles
know.
Leclerc?
I just don't think there's going to be a number 1 driver for a couple of races.
Like
I
the
think it's
fire
just
rules.
a level playing field. I genuinely believe that because, like, I think Fred knows he has 2 number 1
Yeah.
drivers on his team.
Yeah.
He's smart enough. He's been in F1 for a long time. I think it's going to be like race 6, 7. They're going to then kind of fork a road from there.
I mean, I don't even think they're going to do that. Like, they've had Carlos and Charles, who both wanted
Yeah.
to be number 1, and he's been able to handle that relationship. So I don't see why he can't
True,
handle
actually.
this relationship.
Yeah, we
either.
all know Leclerc and Sainz. Leclerc was the top driver. We all knew that.
No.
100%.
Not
topic,
this,
mate.
not
No.
this past season when we just
No,
dealt
but it was
with.
still like even Sainz came out afterwards and said, "Yeah, I understand." Leclerc was
He
always
was
the number 1
leaving.
driver.
He was leaving.
He was leaving, but even the year before, I mean, Carlos had more points.
I
than
think the
Yeah.
two boys
Charles.
are delusional.
No.
No, I think on a grand scheme of things, for
Yeah.
fan perspective, yes, Charles was their main dog. He was
Yeah.
the number one.
Yeah, he's the
But
investment.
I think internally they were both
think they were
given
even.
equal.
And they were given
Exactly.
the reins
Yeah.
to race fairly and
Yeah.
freely.
Oh no,
right?
but that's
Yeah.
what we enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a situation where I think they were ever like, Carlos, can you defend for Charles in the back?
Or
Like that didn't come
like
up.
doing like
Ever. I don't
weird
even think so.
strategies that were like testing
Yeah.
the data, or like they weren't
Never.
really sacrificing one
Correct.
versus the other
Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, they're surprisingly last season they actually had a solid strategy, and also really
Better,
smart
yeah.
drivers.
Yes.
So, and I think that the same with Lewis and Charles Leclerc. They're both very smart drivers. I think I don't see it being like a rivalry, like or a tense. Like
Who
a
knows
tension.
though?
might.
I love that.
Maybe.
I want to
Yeah.
see Charles come out of his innocent little boy phase. I want him to be a tiger because he is.
He has to.
I want him
know.
to show like that competitive grit, being like, "Yo, I respect you, but I'm here to fight." And
He is
win."
a golden retriever. He's not a tiger. I'm sorry. No. What kind of dog does he have? A Dachshund? Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
that.
He's
That's-
How long do you think it will take Lewis to get to grips with the car, the new controls, like, because it is a whole, because he hasn't been with a new team for so long. So like, I know he's getting his personal trainer back.
Yeah, Angela Cullen.
Yeah. So I guess
It was
that's
announced today.
Yeah.
that's one bit of comfort. So you have that team member, but like engineer, mechanics, like Fred, like team principal,
He's
they're all
just
different.
He's worked with
Learning
Fred
Italian.
before, so
Has he?
yeah.
Does he speak Italian, or did I
think
read
he's
that he's
learning.
learning?
He's learning on Duolingo for sure.
Yeah.
That sponsorship is gonna come out
yeah.
at some point.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna
I
announce
think
it.
100%.
Yeah.
Has to be.
It makes sense. Why
Not
not?
Babbel.
No,
Wow, what a
no.
missed opportunity.
I don't think they have a big.
But I
budget
do,
for
I
that.
do, I do think it'll take him a bit of time. But I mean, the car that Ferrari has is significantly better than the Mercedes,
yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
so give him a good car, and he just knows how to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be race one, but I don't think it's going to be like he's coming to grips with the car throughout the first half.
Yeah.
I doubt that would happen.
No, I can't wait for the start. I can't
Yes.
wait for the start because
But
there's a lot
outside of the
yeah.
upcoming season, let's talk about our season
Oh, yeah,
too.
sure.
I know
Yeah.
we're ranging off, but
I mean,
what a
Lewis
season.
and Red just clouds my judgment.
I know.
and memory.
Feven's already got the new
Yeah,
merch.
she's,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
ahead.
If anyone
ahead.
wants to send me more, I am open. I'm the only true Ferrari fan here.
Right, yeah.
Unlicensed. Unlicensed, by the way.
We're not condoning.
This was sent to me. I will wear whatever Lewis paraphernalia.
Yeah, we had a cool season. What were our favorite moments from season 2 in terms of like guests we
Ah.
interviewed or stuff we did? I mean, it's such a blur now.
I know, right?
actually
It feels
can't-
I feel like
ages
such a
ago.
long time
Shall I
ago.
quickly look through our?
Yeah, photo
Yeah.
album.
I'm like, we've done so
Why don't
much.
I kick off? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, like it was unfortunate we all weren't able to go, but obviously Madrid going and interviewing Max, I thought was very cool. Cool way to cap things off. And I mentioned this in an Instagram comment. I genuinely appreciated the energy Max had. It was a quick interview,
Yeah.
but it was incredible that like he went from Abu Dhabi to Rwanda, community service, prize giving. Next day flies to Madrid.
Yeah.
And like shows up with energy,
That's-
right? Like it
that's
was
intense.
unbelievable
Yeah.
to see that, like shaking hands, taking photos, like making
Kissing
everyone
babies.
feel special.
What is he, the Pope?
I don't know. I just like I had a lot of admiration for that.
Real question is how many Red Bulls did he have
Oh,
in that
yeah.
span of time?
Or like flying in a private jet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that too.
No, 100% he
Well
was flying private.
rested.
It was
Not
crazy.
diminishing.
Yes.
But after 2 weeks of doing that straight, I was just like respect. But that was probably my favorite moment.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. I'll probably say Natalie Penguin because of our debacle with her.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
Can we say what happened? Like, are we
Yeah,
allowed
I
to
think-
share?
I think we did.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we did. But yeah,
we did,
we
yeah.
made a donation and we said in memory of,
Oh my god.
and they thought that she actually passed away, and
Yeah,
the
well-
foundation called her
Yeah.
panicking as she was like on a run or something, and she was like, "I am not dead. I am alive. I picked up the phone."
Was it you, like we didn't understand it because when you send someone in memory of,
Yeah.
it's their memory that's
Yeah,
left
like
because
in
they've
honor-
gone.
Yeah.
In
But there was
honor
no
of, actually,
option.
An
might have been.
honor,
Yeah.
an honor is when you're doing it on
So it should have
On
been
their
worded
name.
in honor of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and-
the
Not in
option was
memory
not
of.
there.
Right.
So we thought
Oh.
it in memory. We're like, you know
So
what?
we're
In
still
memory.
going with that. The option was not
Option
there.
was not
I'm
there.
sure next time Natalie's going to see you and be like, damn motherfucker. Tommy."
Yeah, he killed me off.
Yeah.
Yep, that was mine for sure.
I think that mine are the moments in between. I think that
Yeah.
when we're traveling and filming the podcast, we have so much fun behind the scenes.
Scotland.
Like, oh my god, yeah. Wait. In Scotland, when you
Oh Lord.
They almost
Wait.
cut each other's head off.
Oh yeah. Like,
Oh, you had a big
We
tiff.
had a sibling
Yeah.
rivalry. Yeah.
Like right away, not even
No.
like an hour in. Just
He came for me before I had my coffee. And
I
not
came for
only
your coffee.
not only did he
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
for me, he ruined my coffee, and I wanted to.
Kill
I've
him.
never saw red like that with anyone. I mean, sometimes I do with Michael, but he
I
has
test
to.
your patience on
Yeah.
a daily, hourly
Yeah.
basis.
It's been normalized.
It's normalized, but people outside of Michael, I'm like, whoa, why are you so that was interesting. But no, I think it's like for me, it's the process of doing this podcast that's so much fun. Of course, on top of, the guests and the people that we meet, but the moments in between, the fun banter before, the setup, the teardown, the travel. Where do we eat? More kebabs? Oh, not again. Like, oh, the pasta place? Oh, not again. Like, it's just, oh, this Airbnb is crappy and cold. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, no hot water.
No hot water,
bro.
They were fighting for the hot water.
Dude, you were doing a cold plunge every morning before an interview, and Henny's just like, guys, get ready, and I'm just like, I'm dying.
No, like I'm washing one leg. That is it.
In and out.
Like it was that was fun. That we're not going back to that Airbnb.
I love that Airbnb though. It kind of grew on me once the hot water came in.
After 3 weeks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I tend to agree that and even hopefully in the next season we can film some of behind the scenes, because that's honestly where the most fun is.
Yeah. I mean, we spent how many nights watching TV shows? What were we watching?
Vampire Diaries. Holy crap. Oh, and that
we
scary
binged it.
cannibal movie.
Oh,
Society of the Snow.
Society of Snow. It's based on a real story.
This frightened me
Yeah.
so badly that we then watched Vampire Diaries.
To ease off.
Because Henny was like, it's a
God
chill
damn.
show. And then the first scene is a dude getting killed and eaten alive.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
man.
Not motorsport adjacent whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
This is how we do research for our guests. This is how
If you are a Vampire Diaries fan, are you team Stefan or Damon? Drop it in the comments, but I'm kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
This got so off topic.
Michael's like,
That's a big topic right now.
I can't really. There's no one highlight from last season. Like, it was all good. I missed out on a couple of the big trips. That's why I was like, I can't really put them together. Was it this season that we were in the UK and we all went out for dinner with a past guest?
Yep.
And we
Arv.
we used bikes for transport.
Yep.
We had a very interesting
You guys
cycle.
almost died.
Yeah. For some reason, I remember that because I think we nearly died multiple times on the way home.
I nearly killed Nero, I think.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, you can go. And a bus just comes around.
Yeah. For some reason, of all the trips, that kind of stands out in my head because I just remember seeing you oncoming buses and you were like, yeah, I can just weave between them. And I was like, I think I've just got to see Swish getting murdered here. Fun times stuff. Fun times.
It was.
We did some car launches too. That was kind of neat.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we looked glamorous.
Yeah, we
Right?
went to the steak F1.
Steak F1.
And when he said unleashing the beast.
Wait, who said that?
so good at the steak F1
Oh my
launch,
God.
Unleash the Beast, and we're like, yikes.
Oh, wow.
Is the beast a little weasel, a little
Like a field mouse?
It's like the little How to Train a Dragon but it's still baby phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's trying to spit fire and it's yeah, the beast was unleashed, all right. But it was a fun event. It was a
Red Bull car
Yes,
launch.
Red Bull was
Yeah.
really cool, and that was the time when, shall we say, Christian Horner was going through his.
So what,
Ooh,
you know what? Like the way they that PR.
Long ago that was.
Was that all swept underneath the rug? Because
Yeah,
it just
pretty
seemed,
much.
I remember we heard all the rumors that like Max's dad and him were having fighting it out, and then it just kind of all just fizzled
I
out.
know.
I think the minute Checo started sucking,
Oh yeah.
all the news really just
Went
grappled
there.
onto
Maybe
him.
that's the strategy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Christian's like, you're the fall guy.
Yeah. There's been something that like there's an elephant in the room right now as well.
You?
What?
Yeah. No, remember what happened?
What happened?
There was words said at this table
What?
that if Checo was not kicked out at the end
I
of the
was
season.
hoping you would forget.
I was driving here today and I knew what was coming on. I was like, I wonder what we're going to talk about. And literally, like, a eureka
Kicked in
moment.
it.
I was like,
Wow.
Oh,
Please
yeah.
repeat, because
You
I actually wasn't
bastard.
there. But I know about this bet, but
So-
repeat for everyone.
For most of the season, both Feven and Henny were, and I think we all had our own opinions.
You're
but
all
Henny was
siblings.
Henny was very adamant that Checo was not going to be booted out of the Red Bull team because he brought too much sponsor money.
Yep.
We were all having an argument saying Henny was like on cuckoo land.
A rational argument, though. But
It
continue.
was. I mean,
Somewhat.
look how much money they lost.
No, they did lose a lot of money, but
Yep.
Feven then,
A lot.
yeah, Feven, who is has a phobia of bad phobia of spiders.
No. Who is? Let's backtrack. Feven, who is genius and can see right through Henny's flawed way of thinking, suggested that the loss of sponsorship does not outweigh the potential loss of more sponsorship by sucking. I mean,
Long story short, Henny's terrified of heights or skydiving. Feven's terrified of rodents or spiders.
no, it's
particularly.
not rodents.
It's just spiders.
Just spiders.
Just
Yeah.
spiders.
Yeah.
So if Checo was booted out, Henny had to do a skydive.
Indoor.
No,
There's evidence.
Henny
There's
argued
evidence.
that it was compromised.
There's
indoor.
evidence of that.
I think we could give it to him indoor
Yes.
skydive.
Indoor skydiving when?
that's such a.
When, sir?
Unscheduled.
Unscheduled? We
No,
have to
it kind of
film it.
has to be done. Like the first
TBD.
clip for
We have
season
to do
3.
a regular
Well,
skydive.
I'm seeing
No,
the clip
absolutely
already,
not.
right? We flash back to the bet, and then we
Yeah.
show you just screaming in the
Yeah.
indoor skydiving
Passing
tunnel.
out, but you know, like literally starfish passing out.
If you
No,
pass out in an indoor
indoors-
skydive, you just go bounce off the wall. Henny getting ragged on inside the
Yeah,
ring.
literally, that's exactly
Like,
what
I
the
think
clip
we're
is going to be. God damn.
vomiting everywhere.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, season 3 coming
Yeah.
up. I think we can give a bit of a preview. I know we're going to give a bigger one in the UK, but we have a very different format. And not to go a little bit too deep, but we're not going to go as many guest episodes, but the guest episodes we do record are going to be very different. And it's a different format. We're going to try it out. We're going to see if it works. We also have no race reflection episodes for season 3, but we do have vlogs
Yep.
and documentaries. And we're going to be in the studio a lot more. We'll have more creators coming into the studio to record content, people that you might have seen throughout season 2. Am I missing anything?
Still go do race watches.
Yeah, race watch parties
Here
in
in the city of Toronto.
Merch at each watch party. So there's a lot planned. We're going to do a very big synopsis, I think, in the UK. But there's a lot of exciting things that we're looking forward to in season 3.
Yeah. Any other highlights from season 2?
Any
I
other
was good with it.
highlights? The race watches were pretty lit.
Oh yeah, the last
We did,
one
yeah.
was
The
really
last one we did was very good. That was quite
thanks
good.
to Red Bull.
Yeah.
Red Bull Canada, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Very
Real
good.
Sports.
Yeah, I mean, it was just,
was fun.
it feels like,
It went in a blur. It was
Yeah.
a blur. Like it started.
do I have amnesia?
nice. It was a great season in general.
No, it
which
was.
helps
It was.
us create a lot more content.
Yep.
Going into
Yes.
season 2, if you remember our episode, we're like, oh, it's gonna be another Red Bull
Yeah.
dominance. You know, it's gonna be boring.
Yeah.
No, we after
And it
Singapore there
flipped.
was a shift.
Yeah.
Remember, we went into season this.
Oh, yeah, we were
We
hopeful
were
a little
hopeful
bit. Yeah. We were
because we
hopeful.
started seeing the demise, not the demise, but like the
decline.
cracks, the decline
Yeah.
in Max's, perfect
Though it was
season.
literally one race, and he went into
won
Japan with a
everything.
30-second
Yeah.
gap right
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But then
The crack in
and
the
then
armor was very small.
Yeah.
But then-
And it healed.
and Vegas was another revival of how
Yes.
like things were
We're showing.
Yeah.
showing, and Max was not Checo was nowhere to be seen. So it's like, hello.
hey, at the beginning of the season, he
He's com-
was.
He was coming
Was
in
he?
6th and
Yeah.
7th.
No, he wasn't. He was P2 consistently.
Yeah.
he was-
Like for
It
4
was
or
only
5
until
races.
because Lando entered the title fight late.
Yeah.
Remember, like Max had a commanding lead.
Was it this year when Russell drove into the side of Max in Baku? And
That
then,
was last year.
Was that last
Yeah,
year?
because Baku got
Sure.
pushed.
Oh, bro,
this year.
I'm gone. I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I gotta rewatch the whole season.
No.
That's
Because I
your
remember,
bet.
I remember
this was-
Checo was very good at that race, and I think he announced after, he's been like, "Yeah, I'm going to challenge Max."
Yeah.
And then-
This was the year, and I think the inflection point, at least for me in the season, was when Austria happened, where Lando and Max finally tangled up. And I think we
Big
were all
cause,
in
yeah.
Italy during that time.
was.
Oh,
We
It
were in
was,
Italy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was crazy watching that race being like, okay, we finally have a title fight.
Yeah.
Which obviously ended up not happening. But at the same time, I think that's probably the inflection point for
Yeah.
me in that
Yeah.
season.
Miami would
Yeah.
probably been the first like, oh crap,
Lando
Red
won.
Bull's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was after a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they came back after. Was it a break? There was no.
No break.
They just
but
yeah.
both of them brought major upgrades. Red Bull was crap, and then
Yeah.
McLaren showed up, and we're like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
We
But
also,
this year,
we also in season 2 actually got to go to factories. We went to the
Yes.
McLaren factory. We went to the Williams factory.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Oh my God, the Williams factory was so much fun.
No, all I remember is the beginning when you guys trolled me about my passport. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
Where I literally
No,
for the
not your
first
bag.
5 minutes, my
Oh,
we
your
thought you
bag.
left
my
it.
heart rate went to like 175, thinking
Oh,
I
yeah.
had lost my bag.
We hid his bag under my, like I was just holding it and I put a jacket over it. And this man was like, where's my bag? I left it on the train. Oh my
But you've
God.
also done this at a karting event where you put your hat on your head and he's walked around
Where's my
trying
hat?
to race suits or helmets out and be like, guys, where's my goddamn hat? And then it's like, buddy, I'm sure
But the
you'll
worst
figure
part
it
about
out.
this one is the Williams representative was right there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was
Playing
looking
along.
at me.
We
Yes,
told
she
her.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I walked up. I was like, I have his bag. Just say less.
I think she got involved. She's like, do you want to go back to the train
she's like,
station?
do you want to send
Yeah.
the cab will take you
No,
back.
I was like, I gotta. Yeah.
This was the interview with
James
James
Wells.
James Wells.
Yeah.
She's like, we can push the interview. Like he's like, oh my god. And then also the tensions were high because on the way to this interview,
Breaking
were
news.
breaking news or rumors of Lewis going to Ferrari,
yeah.
and then we were like, is this real? Is this real?
Refresh,
and then like
refresh.
while he was doing that, I stole his bag.
Yeah.
It was insane. And I couldn't, I just wanted to get out of Grove. Like I was like, get me out of the city. But the Uber ride back was insane. We were in like a full, remember the Mercedes van?
Oh, with the lights.
The lights
Yeah, the
in
light show.
top.
You remember?
No. No, I'm with Michael.
You were asleep, Evan.
I was not well.
But anyway, no, the factories were great. And thank you for all the teams that really helped us throughout the year. I mean, we've had consistent teams now that have come out and given us access and interviews and these incredible experiences. Red Bull obviously has been a generous, team since even season 1. But now Williams, McLaren, all these teams. Ferrari, we're hoping to work with you at some point. Let's make that happen. But yeah,
Pass.
Haas,
Awesome.
of course.
I think that's
All right,
that.
that is all we has.
Yeah? Oh my god.
Wow. And
Yeah, I think we're done. We're done. I'm leaving. Thanks.